And now, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. You've waited this for a while. I've shown you Avernum, at least part of it. And now it's time for the continuation of the plot. That's right. We're going to continue the plot now. But before I do, actually, we're going to do it now. Sword. Arrows. About as prepared as we'll ever be to do this plot line. Actually, we are not prepared. No. I said plot, and I lied. What we're going to do is do a quick sell run. Oh yeah, there's nothing there. I'm going to quickly sell things. You don't let me sell things. Or do you? Wait. If I say I want to purchase stuff, will you let me sell stuff? No. No, you won't. You will let me sell stuff, though. We found some healing verbs. I don't know why I click so many times. Long sword. You can use the iron long sword, so I'm not going to sell that. Or that. Sell these rings. They're kind of not that useful. I haven't read that yet. Keep the arrows, sell the bolts. Sell the leather armor. I want to have you start throwing javelins again, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have you do. Throwing javelins, because throwing javelins is fun. You can have this. You can now use it. Forget this sword, we're going to drop it on the ground. Now we shall continue the plot. Down in the depths we go. Back here, the passage looks like it was formed recently, but not as recently as the entrance. This narrow passage was probably created by a cave quake in the last few months. The hissing grows louder. It's just a few lizards. It's not that deadly. The air is fresh in the passage to the north. There's a draft of cool, moist air coming from there. That sounds nice. Oh! I have to remember to do something about that. Oh! Looky what we got here. Is that a baby or actual Hydra? That is an actual Hydra. Ah! I don't like Hydras. Why did I heal you? Okay, fine. You guys hit like a truck. I didn't think you'd die that quick. Going down. You emerge in the long tunnel to the ruins of a small town. The ruins are old. The structures look like they've been here for centuries, and you strongly doubt that they were made by humans. The construction of the walls is very unusual, very tall and delicate. There are several surrounding patches of green floor tile of a design you've never seen before. It's a very strange, haunted place. Check out this flooring. Check out the fauna. This is another small ruined building, with more of a strange tiled floor. On one edge of it is a gold rune glowing very, very gently. You've seen runes many times before, but this design is totally alien to you. Such that the wake wall falls on you. Ow. But there's stuff back here. The crystalline box contains several stone tablets. Despite their age, the letter on them was clear and distinct. Decipher! You've ever seen this language before, you can't understand any of it. box is empty. I guess I can't do that. I believe there's something in a corner somewhere that I can access. Maybe not. Through this strange village is old. Though this strange village is old and ruined, this dock is freshly repaired. Strangely, there's a boat at the dock. It's made of cave wood of a very unusual design. It looks river-worthy. What does this obelisk say? You read the sign. The obelisk is, for the most part, worn smooth. One marking remains, an arrow carved very recently pointing at the dock. Guess we have to go sailing. Welcome to the underground river. This place is huge. I'm serious, this place is kind of big. This is our next stop. This island with the hut. Leave the boat. That is a lizard. One of the few lizards that will not kill us. Also, door. Also, someone else. The furnishings of this small building are entirely alien to you. There are low stone tables, delicate chairs, crystal boxes, and a large glowing crystal in the center of the room. Far more alien to you than the furniture, however, is the creature sitting at the table watching you. It is very tall and impossibly thin. Its dull gray skin stretches tightly over muscles like cables. It leans forward, staring at you intently. You see that its eyes are milky as if afflicted with enormous cataracts. The creature must be nearly blind. It slowly stands. You see it is wrapped in a delicate cloak of some sort of silky material. The cloak is very slightly luminescent, a soft pinkish glow forming a hazy nimbus around it. After it stands, it greets you. It says in understandable but halting speech, "Welcome, humans. I, Bentis Ka, am greeting you now, in peaceness, for Venate beings and race." I think that's how I pronounce it, Venate. Please come in and speak, for there is much to say. It bows slightly, sits and waits. This is a Venate. The Venate apparently use lovely boxes made of quartz crystal for storage. The boxes here are filled with food, dried mushrooms, treated lizard meat, and a wide variety of powdered lichen and unidentifiable plant bits. We will take both of those. We need them. We'll take these two. We need them. Let's talk. The Venate bobs his head, glad at your greeting it peacefully. I am called Ventis Ka by my people. The Ka is a sign of my position as mage. It speaks your tongue, but haltingly with many errors. It thinks. A mage woman, I think you say. Hi, we come in peace. She nods. I've been waiting here for humans to be coming. Before you begin the dark journey, you must learn of my people. She pours a liquid from a nearby flask into several small crystal cups. Have a drink. What is this drink? Water with mold. One of our favorite drink. It will be safe for you. That sounds nasty, but, you know, when people offer you peace offerings, you don't decline. Drink. You sip it nervously. It's nasty, but it doesn't kill you. She sips the drink as well. We greet in peace, a good start. Now I think, and much I must tell you. So you've been waiting for humans to show up? Yes, you seem a worthy people in ways. It is sadness that we must hate you. There's been a great crime. Hold on, you hate us? Why? She reflects for a moment. That is not for my telling. That must you take journey for first. So what crime happened? She remains silent for a minute. Then she says, my master born Ernal. I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Say what I can tell you now, and what must wait. That is something that must wait. So, now that we've greeted each other, what do you have to tell us? You must take a dark journey now. Refuse, and your people are full of suffering. Great war may happen if not is done. A dark journey? Doesn't sound too welcoming. She nods. It is dangerous, but this black river is the only way some of you humans can get to our land. We must bring humans to our land to try to prevent horrors. I was put here to tell you my people and to tell you this route. I can be giving you some small assistance. First of all, where should I go? To Avit, city of my people. The route is simple. Take the boat south down the many tunnels and waterfalls. It will have dangers, for this is once lands of our people before the resting. The ruins may have traps and beads. Go south and south, and you may then find the tunnel to Avit. What's Avit like? Avit is one of the few Venate cities that has been awakened. Go there to meet Bon Urnal, my great master, who will tell you how you may save the humans. The whole population of Avit was asleep? Sleeping? No. The Venate are awakening from the long rest. You can learn more of it. Do not fear those. We hope to not do many killings. We will only kill what we must. Who are you people? I see your horror in your eyes at my appearance. But that may change, I hope, for you might be finding we have similarities to you, under our different furnitures and faces. Our race as women and men is yours. I am the former. She sips her drink. There's but one true difference. We are natives of the caves. You are not. If you're the natives, I guess that makes us the invaders? You call this land Avernum, but that is meaning, if I understand, that this is not your true home, being. Avernum is word some of you have for underworld punishment place, but here is our true home, and was for years upon years. This place is our love. Here is where we can only be, but we need not be alone. It is some of our hope for peace and not being killing you all that we are helping you to go to Avit. So how can you help us? In the boxes by door are many foods for your long journey. Once you go, there isn't turning back, so have food. Last bit. You are very strange. You can speak our language? We have been watching you, and some of us learned your speak. At the end of your journey, you may be taught our speak and work with us. This is all we can do. This is not all we can do. In the cabin you find Venate clothing. The gossamer thin, faintly luminescent clothes are nearly folded on the shelves. Neatly. Excuse me. We can get some Venate cloaks, but not necessary. This must be the Venate's bed, although it looks more like a cot, and a flimsy one at that. It's a thin sheet of silk-like material stretched over a delicate cave-wood frame. Definitely the bed of a very light being. What is in here? There's a small crystal box by the bed. It contains thin sheets of mica covered with intricate carvings, bits of dry mushroom and incense. You show respect and leave the stuff alone. Our journey down the river awaits. The signal fire has been left to burn here. There's plenty of wood nearby. No doubt placed here to keep the light going. You wonder who was placed here to attract. Probably you. Our journey awaits. Down the river. If you play this game, as you move your fragile craft down this narrow tunnel, you notice the water starting to speed up. The water flows faster and faster. You hear a loud, familiar roaring ahead. It sounds like a waterfall, a big one. If you keep going, you may not be able to get back. Once we go down this waterfall, there's no turning back. We're stuck in this river until we either get to the lands of Venate or die. We have food, we have some supplies, and thus we go down. The river in this little cave is fairly calm. However, you can hear waterfalls of these much larger than the one before. Unfortunately, you don't seem to have any other way to continue. Losing food constantly going over these waterfalls. You look back up at the massive waterfall behind you, a grim feeling bit up in your chest. There's no way back up. There's no refuge nearby. And there's nothing ahead but black, icy cold water waiting to consume you. You can hope for rescue. It's always possible. But if you cannot find a way to escape, you have only one option. Onward into the hands of Venate. This begins Chapter 2, Dark Waters. A mysterious creature appeared to you calling itself Venate. It said that its race created the barriers. The barriers. Yep, the Venate created the barriers. And that if they were to be removed, you would have to come and meet with them. At last, between you and the Venati lands are hundreds of miles of uncharted rivers filled with dangerous monsters and vicious rapids. You had wished for great adventures in the hopes of doing great good for Avernum. Now, unfortunately, your wish has been granted. Trying to keep the mood solemn. Folks, we have entered Chapter 2. There's no turning back at all. There's no turning back. And every time we go over a waterfall, we lose food. And I forgot about that. I should have bought extra supplies, but this is what we're going with. Well, folks, we've begun the next chapter. I hope you stay with me, because the journey is only going to get more interesting from here. We're beginning with the real adventure now. Until next we meet, we continue. See you.